The team just moved forward now because they heard about an accident here, so they come to check out what's going on and potentially provide support. Looks like a pretty hefty crash. As far as I've heard, there's no injuries, so that's something at least. Scratch that, there is unfortunately injuries. The driver has his legs trapped, so they're waiting on an ambulance now. Actually, an ambulance just went past, but apparently he's going somewhere else. So from what I was told, the multicab is going this way, the white car is coming from there, and his aim is to cross and go straight. But of course they've met in the middle. As I just showed you there, the multicab, his legs are crushed at the front because the front end is pushed in. The white car I don't think has any injuries because, you know, it's a modern car. It doesn't really have much damage really if you compare them. The white car is in pretty good condition. The multicab, the whole front end is pushed forwards. So yeah, waiting on the rescue now. Not just the ambulance, but you know, maybe fire, because they need the power tools to try and cut him out. Back here comes the ambulance in the distance now, counterflowing. Hopefully it's for this guy, because another ambulance came past and he was going somewhere else. Oh, it's the MMDA ambulance. This medic will speak to the driver of the white car, make sure they're okay, check them out, see if they have any head injuries. I can see he's wearing his seatbelt, so that's good. If he wasn't, probably his head would have gone through the glass. We've seen that before. They were taking the lady that was sitting in the front and taking her over to the ambulance to have her checked out. I think she's obviously a little bit shaken up, but I couldn't see any injuries, but that's down to the professionals to determine. Here comes a fire truck now. I don't know if they're here to provide support, maybe. Typically they're the ones that would have the kind of tools that are needed. Apparently the fire truck wasn't dispatched here, but they, after speaking to the enforcers, are willing to help, so that's good. Right now the fire guys are assessing what can be done to get the driver out of here. One of the enforcers is now on the phone to the wife of the driver just to let her know what's going on. The BFP just brought out the Jaws of Life. I'm not sure what they call it locally, but that's what I know it as. Looks like they've nearly freed his legs. And there you go, he's going into the ambulance now. I'm not sure about the condition of his legs, but at least they got him out pretty quick. The driver and the passengers are now in the back of the ambulance and they'll be taken for medical care. There you go, the BFP now. Very useful, thank you for your help. MMDA Rescue Fire will also leave. And like I mentioned, all the passengers and driver in the ambulance are ready to be taken away. And there's a tow truck here ready to take away the multi-cab. You can see they're just doing the final preparations to take this away on the tow truck. By comparison, if you look at this, this is a modernized jeepney. And it looks like Bong's doing a quick interview with DZMM. I also noticed he's wearing his new radio from Cygnus. That's one of many radios they gave to the team, very generous. That's actually a really powerful radio. Maybe in the future we'll take a closer look at that. And here's my breakfast for the day, a chocolate bit bar for anyone who cares. Normally I have Pandesal, but wasn't able to buy it today. Here goes that multi-cab now. The bad news is there's been another accident over here. This one's not quite as bad as the other one. Both of them can drive away with no injuries and no serious damage by the looks of it. And here's a look from behind. So you can see the van here just has basically scrape marks, nothing else.